Now, in terms of how the government had already handled the economy, this was already something that had been going on throughout the 20s. After all, it was the Federal Reserve that Woodrow Wilson created, or well, really signed into law back in 1913 that actually put the government in the position of being the banker for the United States and having at least a strong, influential hand in terms of the economy. In fact, it would be the Federal Reserve that would ultimately increase the amount of available credit, the money supply, and bonds and so forth from roughly $45 billion at the beginning of the 20s to $73 billion by the end of the 20s. In other words, they increased the money supply, but what they actually did was they also would increase inflation, meaning that that same money was worth gradually less and less. That's a serious issue, something that you can hear about in Compass Cinema's program, Economics for Everybody. In fact, it talks about that issue in detail. But the point is this, the Federal Reserve did that because they were trying to control things like prices, for example. They were trying to control things like the overall money system and so forth, when the Federal Reserve was actually created to be the lender of last resort, as it was often called.